Good morning, Old Farmer Wayne here. Give me 2 minutes to outline the background, which I'm sure you all know, for today's random thought. So, on the morning of November 6, 2024, Americans woke up to the prospects of a second Trump presidency. The consummate con man had convinced enough Americans, for the second time, that he would make America great again. He had promised to impose tariffs, sort of intimated that this would allow for a reduction in taxes, and he would eliminate government waste through the creation of a new Department of Government Efficiency, headed by that expert in reducing inefficiency, Elon Musk. Now, the U.S. electorate had also handed Trump a gift that is doubtful even he anticipated. They had elected Republican majorities in both the House of Assembly and the Senate. During his first term, he had flooded the Supreme Court with puppets who ruled he could be king. In other words, above the law. And it was during this first term also that he buckled down on Republicans in Congress, choosing who could be House Leader, settling on the sycophantic Mike Johnson. The U.S. was now in a situation that is doubtful the Founding Fathers had ever anticipated. In developing the lauded system of checks and balances, had they ever imagined that the three branches could be dominated by a single megalomaniac? Democrats in opposition are virtually powerless.
But I'm trying to figure out what leverage we actually have. What leverage do we have?
It was during the transition period Trump started floating a new fantasy. He would make Canada the 51st state. Now, the notion of Canada being the 51st state is not new. It's been floated since the 50th state came into existence. But if Canada were to become the 51st state, it would presumably come with representation. This is where Canada could have saved America. The current population, at 41.5 million, is greater than that of even California. With one representative in the House for approximately every 720,000 people, California has 52 members. At the same ratio, Canada would expect to have 57, and they would not have voted for Trump, nor the Republican Party in its current incarnation. Before the 2024 election, support in Canada for Trump stood at barely 20%. Electoral College votes from Canada would have gone to Harris. Unfortunately, Trump would have still won the presidency. But, not likely so with the House. Canada would be the bluest state in the Union. Canadian voters would have probably left the Democrats with a 20-plus seat majority. But what about the Senate, you say? 2 seats wouldn't make a difference. Well, it's doubtful that Canada would come with 2 seats. Listen to David Frum, lifetime Republican, political commentator, and former speechwriter for George W. Bush.
So I don't think Donald Trump intends to make Canada a 51st or 51 through 55 state. For one thing, he doesn't want to give Canada all those senators.
With 10 seats from the potentially bluest of blue states, Canada could have given Democrats control of both houses of Congress. Congress would be in a position to maintain control over those aspects of the American government that are constitutionally mandated. But alas, America, you're on your own here, because
there's not a snowball's chance in hell that Canada will ever be the 51st state.
Thanks for watching to the end. Maybe consider liking if you feel it's deserved. Bye now.